So, obviously, we're not, like, there's no point ever talking positively about an injury because, like, it's, you never want to see anyone get injured. But everything's coming up Katie Lou. And I mean that. Like, the team she was put on one of those awkward teams in Unrivaled where she was going to have to play a lot at the 5. She was going to have to back up Satu because probably one of the worst players in Unrivaled, Brittany Griner, is on her team. And no, Brittany Griner is not one of the worst players, just for that format. And we've seen, again, her really looking good in workouts. But again, you can only tell so much from that. We've seen someone like the sharpness in her game. But like, we're watching her warm up here with Satu Sabally. And she's obviously hitting those 3 balls. Like, you're watching the two of them warm up. And like, they're doing similar enough things. But it's like, we also can't forget, like, Katie Lou Samuelson is what, like the 5th highest scorer all time in UConn history. She has more points for UConn than Diana Taurasi. And she's there going to the basket. Like, she's moving better. She's already moving better than she did last year, which is great for Katie Lou Samuelson. But now, we have got a situation where her team is going to need her to play even more. Because Marina Mabrey has picked up the injury. So Mabrey picking up that injury is, look, obviously you don't want to ever see someone get hurt. But for the Fever, it just means Katie Lou Samuelson is going to have a bigger role with the Phantom Basketball Club for the next month. Because if you look at this team, like, for me, I reckon their best 3 is going to be Sabrina Ionescu, Tash Cloud, and Satu Sabally. But, like, who's their first game against? So their first game is against, they're playing the Laces. So if the Laces end up going, the Laces can't really go big. That's like Alyssa Thomas's team, isn't it? I think Alyssa Thomas is their center. They've got Alyssa Thomas Dolson. Am I right in saying it's like Alyssa Thomas Dolson? And how do I just get back to main? Oh, sorry, there we go. Unrivaled home. Am I right? I'm gonna guess the teams: Alyssa Thomas Dolson, Kate Martin, Tiffany Hayes, Jackie Young, and who's the 6th player in the Laces? Kayla McBride. But the thing is, like, if they go, say, AT, Steph Dolson, if they play the 2 of them at the same time, or like Kayla McBride's in there and she's just too big for Sabrina Ionescu. Say if they run Kayla McBride at the 1, they're running AT at the 1, Kayla McBride, and like Steph Dolson. That's a team that they could run. You're going to have to see in this game Katie Lou Samuelson playing minutes, because Marina Mabrey, not that she's she's not that big a guard, but she's probably a bit stronger than a Sabrina Ionescu. And Katie Lou's going to have to fill in some of Mabrey's minutes, especially now if they go small. You're going to have to see maybe Team be used more as a guard, a Satu, or Katie Lou having to play a bigger role for the team. And to be fair, like, they've lost 1 of 6 players. Like, it's like if a team's down 2 of their potential players in an actual 5-on-5 game. Heck, it's like going from like 6, which is already not a lot of players, in a 3-on-3 game. It's like having 8 players there in a 5-on-5. Like, for somebody that needs reps. Like, that's the biggest thing with Katie Lou Samuelson, is that she needs reps. Like, she needed reps last year, and she obviously didn't get one. She didn't get them. She struggled at the start of the year. She did well off the bench. Like, I know a lot of people are gonna like criticize everything from Katie Lou Samuelson, but like, when she originally got benched, like, she started off the year at the small forward position, but when she got benched for Christy Wallace, she was actually doing okay off the bench. Like, originally when they took Christy Wallace out of the starting lineup, statistically she was shooting 41% from 3. Like, originally it actually made sense to start her over Lexi Hull. It was just within not too long, it was obvious that Lexi Hull was the player that they really needed to focus about. They really need to focus on Lexi Hull, because she was going to be the future. She was going to be that defensive player, whereas Katie Lou, she tried. That's all I can say about Katie Lou, is she tried. But you can see it in everything. She is moving faster. She is moving, she's sharper. She is absolutely, like, sharper. And now it's a situation with the Marina Mabrey injury that she's going to have to play more, which is really good for the Fever. Because the best thing for Indiana is that all their players get reps. Like, one of the positive things is that I think the Turkish season ends, gives them, they have a little bit of an off season. Like, it's not like a month or two, it's not like 2 or 3 months, but like they've got a few weeks rest. Just like a lot of the players had a few weeks rest before they went over to Turkey, and the likes of Grace Berger and stuff, they had the Olympic break during the season. So they've had plenty of rest, but it's good. And when you're looking at the players for the Fever, the players that need reps are now getting reps. Like Grace Berger is getting her reps in Turkey. We're going to see Lexi Hull getting her reps here. Katie Lou Samuelson more than anyone needs reps, because Katie Lou Samuelson can be genuinely a good bench player. Like, she's not going to be a game changer or anything, but like the Fever's bench was pathetic last year. Like, if the Fever can somehow have a good bench, like the Fever starting 5 when Temi Figbenle was there was a really good 5. Like that 5 of Lexi Hull, Temi Figbenle, Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell were great. They said nothing on the bench. And then I just don't know what's going to happen with Alyssa Smith, to be honest, this season. But everything seems to be coming up Katie Lou. Like, every position, like, everything is there for Katie Lou to succeed. Like, she's on a team that's probably needs her to play more than other teams would. She's now, like, they've now got an injury to Marina Mabrey. So she's going to have, she's going to be there as a shooter as much as anything for this team. And we're going to get to see, hopefully, her play like, well, she was meant to have played. Like, look, there's a reason why Katie Lou Samuelson got paid so much money. First of all, well, one of the reasons is that the Fever couldn't get anyone else for that with that money. They had to give out the money. But another one of those reasons, obviously, is she had been a good shooter at times, and especially when all your best players are on rookie contracts, the money's got to go somewhere. And if you can go and get yourself a pretty good shooter in Katie Lou, especially because they knew they were going to get Caitlin Clark, it could be good. But yeah, I think, again, with everything with the Fever, just the way things are going, I'm confident coming into this season. Like, it's not Satu or bust. Like, it is absolutely in no way Satu or bust for the Indiana Fever. Like, I know people think that, but I'm standing on by that. It is not Satu or bust. And yet, no, Katie Lou Samuelson is not the answer. But the team needs to have a better bench, and she's going to be getting the reps she needs to at least go back to being the above average WNBA player she was for the first however many years of her career. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.